Our guys are excited about this game, to say the least. Mike Leach does a phenomenal job at Washington State. And offensively, that's exactly what they're known for, and he's done a great job there. But defensively, to me, they've made big gains, and that's made them win 8 in a row. Offensively, they're scoring a ton of points. Falk, the quarterback, does a phenomenal job of understanding exactly what Mike wants them in. It looks like to me he's checking about 50% of the plays, and so they have a very good idea of what they want to do. That gets them in the right play a lot. We're going to have to play really well, that's obvious, but we're going to have to tackle in space. They spread you out horizontally, and how we tackle in space would be a big key in being able to slow down their offense. Defensively, they have a good front that stunts a lot. They have a lot of tackle for losses and harass the passer. So we have to do our offensive lines have to do a good job of handling that. So it's going to be a great game, and we're excited about playing Saturday afternoon. It's going to be fun.
Mike has that identity as the air raid guy, as that offense, and goes way back. When you as leading a defense, as you start to prepare for that and all its nuances and complexities, where do you start?
Well, they had the AFCA or someone sent it out the other day, and they had a picture on the front of the magazine that came out this month, of Hal Mummy, the grandfather, the father of the air raid, and then it listed all the guys that were underneath him. The first guy was Mike Leach. They got a picture of Mike Leach and Hal Mummy when they were real young. It's a pretty cool picture, and their philosophy and how they do it, they all tweak it a little bit according to each game, add a few wrinkles, but the whole key is honestly being able to be able to tackle the receivers in space. One thing that they've done a better job of is they have 3 really good running backs, and they have been able to run the ball better, which keeps you a little bit more off balance. So we're going to have to be able to stop the run and tackle those guys. And again, we're just going to have to play really well and play aggressive at times, and hopefully we're able to make more plays than their receivers are able to make and their running backs.
When you talk about stopping the run, last week you guys had some trouble against Dawkins doing that. Just what did you see on film, and what do you think you can do better this week?
Well, with this week, it's completely different. I mean, Falk never runs. He'll run and slide. He'll run a little bit, but he can sit in the pocket like Tom Brady and pick you apart. It's kind of how he seems like he has that calmness. Dawkins was really fast, and we knew it. He reminded me of he's not that guy, but very similar to what Kaepernick was when he was playing at Nevada and we were at San Jose State. He could just take off running and make plays, and he bounced outside on us on a couple times that hurt us. We fixed that for the beginning of the second half. We thought we had it fixed before the game, but his speed and able to bounce. So did number 10. He bounced outside on us one time, so we were able to kind of corral that a little bit. They're a little bit different. They will run some stretch plays, we call it. And they're able to, their running backs hit it well. It depends on what front we're in, what hole they're going to hit. So our guys got to know where to fit it up. So hopefully we'll be stout enough against the run that we can kind of eliminate that, hopefully. Would have bit you.
Oh, okay. Jimmy Gilbert obviously has developed into one of the elite pass rushers in this league. How much does that bolster a defense to have that kind of consistent threat to get to the quarterback? And what are some of the things that have kind of helped that evolution for him?
Well, it does help the defense. He's able to beat guys one-on-one, and you don't always have to blitz with him. He was able to do that. I think he has 8.5 sacks right now, I believe, and he missed a whole game basically, which we needed him in that game. But he's done a good job. It helps because they got to kind of know where he is, the offensive line. I'm pretty sure sometimes they sometimes take a back and chip him and do some different things, so it helps us a little bit in coverage also.
Like after the Arizona game, you talked about your team having been good and real good, and now the challenge is to be great. Do you look into their eyes and see that they're ready to take on that challenge?
Yes, I do. I definitely do. I do look in their eyes. I see their practice effort. Their when you're talking to them as a team, they're looking at you. They're engaged. They understand what's going on. You've worked this hard. You just need to push the extra step, and that's not a pressure situation at all. It's just keep working, keep doing what you're doing, and really enjoy the moment. Really embrace the moment with all you've got, and then it's not like an overwhelming feeling for you. So our guys are excited about it, and they're looking forward to it.
Sefo was up here, and he said, as an offense, they have to be ready for a shootout because Washington State scored a ton of points against everybody they've played. Obviously, top-ranked offense against the top-ranked pass defense. What are your expectations out of the defense, knowing you're going against a team that completed 90% of their passes the other game and
Right.
74% on the season?
Yeah, again, they're very efficient at what they do. Mike does a great job of Luke Falk understanding where to go with the ball and what he's doing. We're going to have to play good defense, and to be able to win the game, and definitely going to have to score some points. When you're playing in a major game like this with high-powered offenses on both sides of the ball, you're going to have to score some points. But both defenses, I think, in their minds, can think they can stop both offenses. So I think that's why both teams are doing as well as they are. I think both teams are pretty balanced football teams.